All right. Hello, guys. Good morning. I'm not going to be here long, but I wanted to come in and have a quick discussion about bad stalking, psychotic family members. And I think this is going to be a topic that is going to be for the witches, especially. And, you know, it sucks. It really sucks. Here's my whole thing about it is that I am, first of all, I'm a very straight laced person. I am very honest. I do not attack innocent people. Okay. So nobody in anybody's family that has some stupid, petty problem with them can ever contact me with their bullshit. Okay. And I think that right there. Okay. So and what I mean by that is some petty bullshit. Okay. And to me, the petty bullshit would possibly consist of, but is not limited to, like fucking religion and shit and family members with these stupid. Thank you, honey. Can you bring me family members with these problems with loyalty, possessed family members who are gearing away from the ancestral, uh, theme, right? Which would be to protect the people that are in your tribe, okay? You know what I'm saying? And so what I'm noticing is that in a lot of witchy families, where you have men in the family that are shamans, you have the women or witches, and mainly what's happening is with these men in your family, is they are purposely causing a lot of division, especially if you refuse to have sexual relationships with them and incest with them. They feel that they have a right to your body. They're very sick. They're very perverted. They may not even want to have sex with you, possibly, but it may be more of a thing to where it's a jealousy thing. They may be petty. And people sometimes do not have enough discernment to not do that. You know what I'm saying? So many of you guys are dealing with enemies and karmics that were created by your own family members. And enemies and karmics are very funny because they have this false confidence. uh they think that you don't see. And they really 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 try to play it, but at the end of the day, all of you guys have the right to be protected from being their sacrificial lamb, just kind of the butt of their attacks and bullying and all of that crap. All of y'all have the right to do that. You just have to connect with it. So, what I haven't spoken about this in a while, but I felt like it would be, important for me to come on here and speak about this today, because it is awful. Children are being murdered because of this. Like, it's very frustrating, like, because I'm always looking at my true crime stories. And when I look at some of these stories, I see the family members that are basically setting up their own family, doing things to their family, and it stinks. It sucks. So the way that we handle that has evolved completely, especially depending on your gender and then other factors. Okay. And I'm going to be honest with you. What we are doing is straight the fuck up blood magic on that, right? In particular, if you are a woman that is, thank you, honey. If you are a woman that is still menstruating, that blood that comes out of your body is so powerful. And I want you guys to not forget that, okay? And it's a problem solver and a resolver, and it's very, very transmutative energy. Unfortunately, there's a lot of women that are raised with destructive patriarchal values, that to the point where sometimes by the time you come to me, you're not even menstruating anymore for whatever reason. And I spoke about that earlier about how, for me, first of all, I will never go into a doctor. Like, I stick strictly to my ancestors and let them take out my uterus. It's just not going to happen. I am going to menstruate as long as it requires, for me to menstruate. And I've had people running around here claiming that they have cursed my womb. But if you truly curse my womb, I would have stopped menstruating. So, as long as you're menstruating, even though there may be certain things that may be blocking you from getting pregnant, as long as you're menstruating, your womb is not cursed. Okay, straight up and down. So, that's a lie, because I have a literal damn, like, I got menstrual blood on tap every month cyclically, and folks will try to stop that. I've actually noticed people trying to stop that, and the reason why is because they know that it is literally the key to your life force. Okay, and you got a lot of ignorant ass people out there that think they gonna get away with doing ignorant shit. They do. They really believe they're gonna get away with tinkering with your womb. Okay, so also, guys, just on a side note, I did record a private blood ritual for you guys that do your own work, and like my students and stuff. So if you guys want that video, just contact me. If you're squeamish, you don't want to look at it because it's bloody. We have evolved in the way that we do that. The reason why the way that we approach bad family members has evolved is because their evil has evolved. Their evil has evolved. And a lot of times, especially when you got family members that are involved with you being gang stalked, that is the worst fucking thing. Like, if your family is doing that to you, like, literally every ancestor is fucking looking at them like, you're disgusting. Unless it's a bad ancestor. And those bad ancestors, they don't ever override the good. Okay. The worst thing that you can do when you have a family curse, to me, is trying to run to religion, because religion is what created those damn family curses at the end of the day, depending on who the hell you are. Shamans, even though shamans created religion, did y'all know that? They weren't good shamans. They weren't shamans that I'm proud of, but they were. And they were able to create that. Literally, they were able to create it. And that very same religion, depending on your bloodline, literally destroys the people in your family. Okay. Okay. That ginger ale is so good. I love ginger ale. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry for belching. So, we have a new approach to that. Like, it's no longer get a generational curse. There's removal, and there's certain things that you have to do on your own. Unless you are somebody that is local to me and you're able to come and see me in person, then we have the challenge of trying to get that accomplished by phone, okay? In fact, all of my students are going to learn the blood ritual that is required to break those curses as well as to protect you from it. Okay. The karmics that the family created for you, they have a false sense of confidence because typically they usually have to find pathetic people who don't have a strong family foundation. It's all kind of stuff that happens. When okay, so listen. If you have mildly intelligent women in your family, but yet the women in your family consistently go through struggle, you have to look to the men. You do, and you have to look to their wives too, because their wives may not be worth a damn. To be honest with you, it is the worst thing to have a bunch of desperate whoremongering men in your family because they will bring shit into your family, and some of these women and some of them will be witches, and they will fuck their own family up just because they're too weak to not find a woman that is respectful. And so they'll bring these women into the family, and these women will be up to no goddamn good. And the next thing you know, folks dying in your family. You know what I'm saying? Early people experiencing early death, murders, sickness, because it might be a bum bitch that don't have no kind of fucking um, goals in life. And I don't give a damn how old you are. You can set a goal for yourself at the age of 40 or 42 and do that shit. But some women will come into your family and they want to take everything from the family. They want to take they want to take the money. You know what I'm saying? Reminds me of my ex too. I'm sorry to talk about him. I don't want anything from his family. I got my own family wealth, generational, money, powers, gifts. I don't need a damn thing from his family. So he can't call me no bomb because I don't want shit from you. But that's the kind of shit that we have because everybody on this earth has the capability to manifest what they want. It's just that some people are either too lazy or they don't know how to goddamn get it. So what they would rather do is go and appropriate somebody else's shit. And the next thing you know, you fighting some heifer over your mama or even your grandmama's legacy. And you got to ask them, well, where's your mama or grandma's legacy? Well, my mama died years ago and I done already spent all her money. Well, how the fuck is that my problem? And these weak ass men in y'all family will allow them to do that and be against you, will turn against their own children. Like it's unfortunate, but it happens. It's unfortunate, but it happens. You know what I'm saying? You know? So you guys need to understand that all is not lost. It's not. Okay. Um, and you can't let them get you down. Because I noticed that a lot of people, when they're dealing with dysfunctional family, it really, really, really gets them down. It really does, especially if you have sick and perverted people in your family. It's not normal for your family to be obsessed with you and obsessively hating on you. Like, that shit is not normal. And it's not everybody. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, a lot of people, like, what the evil people, and I'm gonna give y'all some tips. The evil people in your family, If they know that you get along with some of the family members, they will then in turn try to turn you against those family members. If they can't turn you against those family members, then the number one sign is them shunning and pushing you away, because they do not want you to get along with those family members that are exposing them. So it's a real meticulous plot that they have. It's like, everybody that's related to you ain't good to you. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they'll pull in these men, and it's so sad when when these low down, dirty ass men come into your life, and they going along with the damn get along and shit with your family, and it's like, fuck you. Don't ever give that man another chance. Leave that man out in the damn cold. He's an idiot. Mm-mm. Listen, and it's not you, it's them. They're bums. Hey, listen, any man that I'm with, if you're not 1,000,000% on my side, you got to go. You got to be a loser to go and be a part of a goddamn family conspiracy against a family member. Sometimes people will sit in your face and they'll fucking laugh with you and shit, and they don't give a fuck about you. Never did. That's the truth. And they will go and pay people to stalk you. They will go and pay witches to do work on you. And they will go and lie to members of their church about you and pastor. They supposed to be talking to pastor about their own shit, but they talking about you. And as long as they're a member of that church and they making donations to that church, pastor don't give a damn. He ain't got no ethics. And what's sad is a lot of them will go to these churches that have no idea who your family is. That's a very dangerous thing. And sometimes they may know who your family is. Yes, religious people are, for some reason, they are obsessed with sacrificing people. For some reason, they don't, their life still goes to shit. They still get sick. They still die of heart attacks and fucking strokes and cancer. And they also still go to hell. Like, and they wonder why. They've been done. I done seen them sacrifice. Man, y'all just don't know. I done seen families sacrifice the mother and her children and the husband, and be crying at the damn funeral, and they die, and they be thinking they getting ready to float up to heaven and shit, and they don't even, like, for some, I don't know what the fuck they, why do they think that? And I think that even in the Bible it says this is all a test. Can you do the right thing? I told you to do the wrong thing, but goddamn, did you not have the ability to discern that maybe you shouldn't have done that? But I don't really get along with those gods because they don't like witches. So, but it makes sense. If you're gonna practice a religion, do the whole fucking thing. What are you doing? I don't get it. But anyway, especially these black families running around here making excuses for the Bible or any melanated person. It says in the Bible that black people are cursed. Deal with it. That God does not like black folk. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? for some reason. And they say, well, that book might have been just added. That's what they always say. Well, how do you really know? Well, I personally feel like that Bible curses a lot of different races, even white folk. So it doesn't matter. Okay. So we have a new approach to it because, a lot of them that, and it is the Hunger Games. It's so pathetic. It's like, oh my God, like, how do I get away from you and just, you can't find me anymore? I don't, it just, it's so disappointing, especially when you look at these weak, dumb, diabolical men in your family. Oh my God. Got a paranoid lying ass wife. Oh, they trying to break us up. Oh, we got to do something. Like, what? Like, nobody gave a shit. Like, especially me. They don't think, maybe I should go find a wife that isn't like that. Men, that's like a red flag for a woman to be talking about the women in your family. She shouldn't be talking about the women in your family. You know what I'm saying? Unless the women in your family are doing something to her wrong, then yeah. You'd be surprised at how desperate men can be, especially when it comes to their reputation. Some of them think that it's some kind of high status, to get married and to stay married, even though the marriage is shit, they still stay. So men got that bad to where they're embarrassed about divorce. It's very bizarre. I think they're possessed personally by stupidity. I really do. Um, there's a lot of information that you get. In fact, the generational curse reversals, it's not just a candle lighting that I do and a petition writing. There is 6 hours of class time with it now. Okay, so keep that in mind. 6 hours of class time comes with the generational curse reversals. Okay, what is a generational curse? A generational curse is a curse that a family member puts on you that probably was previously broken. To be honest with you, a lot of times that shit been done broke. You've been done broke it, and they'll try to conjure it back up or recreate it. Also, a bloodline curse is a little different because basically that's just when you got a family that's at war over what I don't fucking know. Everybody in your family got their own individual paths and control over their destiny. So I don't understand why they do those things to begin with. Hold on, guys. So the generational curse reversals do include 6 hours of class time. Please note that I got to update the website because, especially if you're a woman, but if you're a man, there's Semitic rituals that I can teach you to do with your semen. And then with women, there's blood rituals that I teach you to do and that I guide you through. So that's why I decided to go ahead and include class time with that as well. All of my classes are held by Zoom. A lot of the stuff, it's kind of like a pre-class. I do the initial protections and stuff like that, but it is 6 hours of class time with it. And so, the way that I'm timing it is that when you guys come in, then that way, because until I get a more permanent place, I'm going to be gearing towards classes more so than just doing a bunch of spiritual work. Okay. Because, I got to have my own space, that of which I will, trust me. Once, just to let you guys know, with all this goddamn hoopla and shit with the damn landlord, once I actually get moved out of this house, I'm going to immediately file something with the courts, which we all know down here in Georgia is possibly going to be difficult, but I've already put in the complaints, the judicial complaints that I'm supposed to put in to get it removed, because the judge that I dealt with, that is very corrupt, and he knows he's corrupt. Everybody knows he's corrupt. He told us straight up and down. He said, "Well, when you contact me to try to get it removed, I'm not going to remove it. I'm not going to remove it." I'm like, "Why? What the fuck? Like, what's wrong with this dude? Like, is he insane?" That's when you know that they went crazy. So he basically, like, why? Like, what if it's a specific special situation where it wasn't the fucking tenant's fault? So, I'm going to be doing that immediately, so I can get that thing removed. That way I can go ahead and go home and rent a house with no problem. Like an actual house that I can, like, be in. I don't want to be in no damn Airbnb or whatever for, too long, because, that's, I got to have a place that I can call my own. And it's going to be nice because in my hometown, almost every house is going to have a basement. Like over here in Georgia, having a basement is rare. Also, having an attic in Georgia is rare. I don't know what's up with that, but really, what my preference is to go ahead and only stay in Georgia for like maybe a week or so longer once I get moved out of here. What I need for y'all to do is that if you guys are planning on purchasing work from me, go ahead and get it in. Okay. It's only going to take me a few days to get the hell out of this house. That way I can be up out of here and we can stay focused. Okay. And so, one of the reasons why Mike and his brigade is still stalking me is because there's a few people in my family, uncles, aunts, that are putting batteries up their fucking backs. And these people think I don't fucking know about it. But I do. Trust me, I see everything. Ain't nothing changed but the date. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Shame on you people in my family that keep this shit going. Shame on you. You're mentally ill and you need counseling. Okay. Y'all got folk over in California, Florida, Ohio, Michigan, talking about that woman that hangs around with Tina. Y'all got all these people like doing all this shit. Why? Like, it's so stupid. So, at the end of the day, y'all not fucking with me. And I don't appreciate the way they disgraced my mother. You realize that, and I'm about to tell some family business right now. My grandmother, Lena Briscoe, since I don't speak to my uncle, she is pissed at you. You threw away all of her Christmas decorations. She don't like you. She ain't fucking with you. You shouldn't have done that. Where did all my grandma's stuff go in her attic? Why did you remove everything from the attic of your mother's? Why didn't any of you people go over there and get all of my mother's stuff instead of papers and stuff? You knew I couldn't do it. You knew I couldn't do it because you were attacking me. You were getting Mike to attack me about shit that y'all was cracking on me as a kid and shit. This stupid ass shit. You understand me? You better hear me now. You understand me? You hear me now. I am in the spirit of Lena Briscoe, and you know you're not fucking with her. I am in the spirit of your mama, and she is pissed at you for what y'all have been doing. And then my mama as well, because my mother had to sit there and watch all her memorabilia. Y'all threw her away. Y'all should have went over there and got at least all of her belly dance stuff. Y'all never supported my mother actually in her endeavors, just like you don't support me. And you know what? I warned my mother. I warned my mother about her brother. I warned my mother about both of her brothers when she was alive. And they had my mother so brainwashed that she turned against her own daughter. She turned against her own daughter. That's a fact. So all this stuff that's happening in social media, all these people that are confident, keep letting my family members, them three, four family members give you false confidence. Keep letting them do it. You're going to fuck around and find out. Because you know what? Several years before my grandmama died, I used to go in my grandma's room with her and just sit and watch TV with her. You know, my grandmother wasn't sick. She would just be in her room, you know, eating or whatever and watching TV. And I go in there and talk to her. And I went in there one day and she was really upset. And she said, Shawnee, talk to me. I need to talk to you. She said, what's wrong with my family? What's wrong with my children? She was very disappointed. Very disappointed. She said, I got my towels are coming up missing and things are coming up missing. Yeah. And I was with my grandmother until me and my mother moved. You know what? I cleaned up her house. You know why I cleaned up her house? I kept her house spotless because I loved her and I respect her. Because I love her and respect her. And y'all disrespected your own mother. And for what? And for what? Because you're misogynist. And then y'all weak-minded. Okay. So, you know, this right here, and then now I have like three or four family members trying to stop me from moving back home because they know that I'm coming back home to help their children. Not only theirs, but mine. Y'all better pipe the hell down and cease and desist. I'm saying this to every family member right now. So help me, goddess. Y'all better pipe down, bow down, and cease and desist with every action that you are taking right now. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not playing with y'all. Because I know for a fact, and it probably ain't just my mother's side of the family, it's probably a few people on my father's side of the family. Y'all better pipe it all down. I don't care if you Christian, Buddhist, whatever. You're horrible people for what you did. You're petty, you're jealous. You need to go look in the mirror and ask yourself what turned you into such a horrible person to the point where you set your own family members up for rape and degradation and murder and murder. It ain't gonna get nowhere past me no more. You better believe that you think I don't know thine enemy? You think I don't know about the enemies in my family? What, you think I'm stupid? I've been talking about them for years. I just quit talking about them. Let me tell you something. I will bind all of this shit you doing. And I already know what kind of power you got because I got the same power. But see, the difference between me and you is that I'm righteous. I will bind the entire soul out of your ass. And I know exactly how to bind you. Don't have none of these stupid ass people come at me no more. It's disgusting. You're disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourselves. And Mike, you too. One case in point that you can tell that my family has something to do with this is because years ago when I was a kid, my parents, they had their problems, right? I don't blame my parents, but they had a hard time. Like I just always grew up feeling like I didn't have enough clothes and shoes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so these dipshits, it was a thing. It was a known thing in my family. And and then my father had a drug addiction. He was not drug addicted when he died though, right? He was religion addicted, but he was not drug addicted. Okay. And so that's like a thing. Like they now they want to talk about clothes, and I'm gonna have so many goddamn clothes and shoes. And I'm not gonna invite you over to go through my closets. These family members that I'm talking about, I'm telling you straight up and down when I get back home, stay the fuck away from me. Don't even think that you're gonna be welcome anywhere near me. Stay away from my children and stay away from the people that are protected in my family, which is my auntie and my little cousin. And y'all know who I'm talking about, my little cousins. Leave them alone. Because I'm coming back. And I'm going to make things right. Y'all are horrible, disgusting, suicidal. Y'all old asses don't want to let the younger people pass. Y'all don't want them to go surpass you when they supposed to. Y'all got all kind of shit going on. Stop with the hoopla in social media, or before all of y'all end up homeless. Y'all want to y'all getting some monkey to come out in social media to attack me? The monkey will end up homeless. And I know you watching. Y'all are despicable, ignorant people. The people that I'm talking about, they know who I'm talking about. You know exactly who I'm talking about. And I'm the strongest witch that you will ever know in your goddamn life. Okay? You leave them kids alone. Let me catch you doing another ritual. Let me catch you doing another atonement and all that bullshit. Let me catch y'all doing any of y'all. And you know who you are because I got you blocked in social media. I won't talk to y'all. And it's sad because y'all are very, very, very two-faced. Everything that we're supposed to know about our family, y'all know. But then y'all go and y'all fuck over your own fucking family members. What y'all did, clean it up. But I'll never speak to you again. Don't ever come. When I touch down in Kansas City, y'all might as well just act like I'm not family. There's only a few select people that I'm going to be around in the family. And y'all leave them alone. Okay. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry that there's a little blip. Back to the back to what I was talking about. Um, there's an entire system. Your classes are going to be tailor made, and then you'll also receive videos, recordings of your 6-hour class that is included in the generational curse reversal removals. That way, these are things that you'll know to do for life. If any new information comes up, I will let y'all know, and y'all can come and get refreshed on it. Okay. Or what else was I gonna say? Y'all hang in there, man. Don't get depressed about these people. Y'all hang in there. If you got this kind of sick shit going on in your family with sick aunties, sick uncles, sick cousins, sick what do you call that, mothers and because sometimes your mother and your father may be sick. Okay. And you're not going to ruin my life. I'm going to live my life for a long time. Okay. That's what I'm saying to these people. Y'all want to do all this stuff out in open, be all stupid and stuff. I'm letting you know late but straight. And I'm on my way back. And all of you better stay out of my way. Because ain't nobody trying to trip with y'all. Listen, y'all shouldn't have done what y'all did. It's, and then y'all are such an embarrassment. What kind of goddamn family sits up here and fucking talks to a bunch of goddamn complete strangers on the fucking internet? My grandmother taught you better than that. I'm not desperate like those people. I actually have integrity and ethics and loyalty. And I feel like some of them don't even deserve to carry our family name, which is Briscoe. Y'all don't deserve to carry forth our family name. You're disgusting. You know what I'm saying? So, that just FYI on that. And please believe that um these the smear campaigns got worse. There was already not a smear campaign of what they've been doing on the internet, but it just, my family would just, certain members of the family would just talk about me like a fucking dog out of jealousy. And when I came to YouTube, they wanted to immediately sabotage it. Is that not a fact? You ain't gonna never be able to sabotage me. Y'all get it in, okay? Get your consultations in because I'm flying up out of this house. All of the legalities and stuff will be taken care of as far as like with this landlord. These people keep coming on here saying this, saying that. You don't have anything to fear. The reason why they do that is because they want to make it look like I don't have it together. No, actually, my landlord is the one that didn't have their shit together. Because if they had it together, it wouldn't be the way that it is. Only thing I did was messed up the carpet. I've been here for 4 years. They ain't never cleaned it or replaced it. That's like normal wear and tear. Okay. So we're gonna take the power away from that completely. Okay. And you know what? It's the right thing to do because how many of you women, probably in your 20s, probably in your 30s, probably in your 40s, got the same goddamn dirty shit going on to the point where they, and I be seeing a lot, man. I don't speak on these cases that be in the news no more. But for some reason, black folk, especially black families, they have this aversion to seeing their family members on YouTube or in social media doing anything. Like it's like the dirty people in your fucking family come out the damn woodwork. Sad, but true. So anyway, I will catch y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Contact me for a confidential consultation, and we'll get that straight because I noticed that there was quite a few things that spirit led me to go ahead and do things that were hidden behind dirty ass enchantments that were fucking revealed to me. And I'm coming out a fiery lioness. Never again will you people do what you've been doing. Never again. And what irritates me is that most of the people in my bloodline, I come from a witchy bloodline. What the fuck are you doing judging me? And you a goddamn witch, a warlock, a shaman, your damn self. Ooh, it just make me want to cuss. It just really pisses me off, y'all. All of them. I've reached the end of the festivity. Okay. And you're not gonna and just the sheer disgusting nature of these people. I ain't gonna call out your name, but you know who you are. I'm not going to say your name. I'm not going to put my family members' names out there, but you know exactly who you are so that you know, stay the hell away from me when I get back home. Don't come nowhere near me. No, I don't want to talk to you. No, I'm not going to ever forgive you. You know why? Because I had higher expectations for you. Now y'all done set up there and set this shit up to where y'all got all kind of weird ass sex tapes on me and shit with your perverted asses. I'm not gonna say your name. Disgusting. You should be ashamed of what you did to a woman in your family. And that fucking ugly ass monkey over there should be ashamed of him goddamn self, but he's not because none of the men in my family the men in my family that were supposed to be fucking protecting me did not. Otherwise, you think he would be just so callous with it. Oh, I'm gonna get away with it. No, you're not. Now that man gonna go to jail and probably y'all. Let me be able to prove that y'all been talking to these people. Let your computers get checked. You can't hide those records. Let me find out anybody in my family been talking to Jarvis Wilder. Ew. What the fuck? Like, really? Child, please. Y'all ignorant as hell. And all these people that's been y'all little agents, they just gonna fuck around and find out is what's gonna happen. All right, y'all. For the rest of y'all, love you guys. Hit that thumbs up. Get at me and we can talk. If you can't afford to get a generational curse reversal, I understand because a lot of y'all that have been watching me that have been going to other people, y'all don't have no money, do y'all? Them people fucked up your money because they don't know how to do anything. So there's other options that you can take to where, but don't lie to me and tell me that you don't have the money because I'll be able to see if you know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and do the best that you can, do the most that you can. Okay. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Okay. Blessings. Bye-bye.